Should we all be wearing colored flags? Should we all be wearing colored? Hey, we're going to call this meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have a moment of silence, please. We have roll call.
Counselor Scott Steers?
Yes.
Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Jeff Steers?
Yes.
And Counselor Griggs?
Present.
All present. Okay.
All right. The first and most important thing we're going to do.
The highlight of the night.
Yeah. Oh, poor Vic.
Oh.
We have an oath of office.
You're the second important
Vic's
one.
playing second fiddle tonight.
Come on up.
As long as I get to eat, I'm fine.
Okay, raise your right hand. I, Brooke Baumgardner,
I, Brooke Baumgardner,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter of the City of Wauseon,
and the Charter of the City of Wauseon,
and I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
honestly,
honestly,
and impartially
and impartially
discharge the duties of the office
discharge the duties of the office
of Clerk of Council
of Clerk of Council
for the City of Wauseon,
for the City of Wauseon,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
during my continuance
during my continuance
in said office.
in said office.
Congratulations.
Don't turn it back down.
Guess you don't want to come around and shake her hand.
That's COVID times.
That's right.
Do I shake hands?
It's okay. COVID kind of shoot that away.
Okay.
So, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
All righty. Moving on. Council, you have had time to approve the prior meeting's minutes.
I would make the motion to accept the minutes as printed, Mayor.
Sorry.
Counselor Stickley made a motion with Counselor Jeff Steers seconding to approve the prior meeting minutes. Is there any discussion? Counselor Scott Steers?
Yes.
Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Jeff Steers?
Yes.
And Counselor Griggs?
Yes.
6 yeas, no nays, motion carries.
Thank you. All right, next. Second fiddler here.
Me? Okay, we're on the
Yes.
2-minute offense.
Yes.
First of all, I'm just here tonight to give you just kind of a little report on WBT. And, basically, started a little over 2 years ago when I was voluntold by a particular city official here at this table who's not a male. It's sort of like when your wife says, will you get chicken for dinner? It's not a real question, you know what I mean, fellas?
Yes.
So I am what they call the president, I guess. Well, anyway, to start off, we took this, started putting some wings to it. We've gone from 6 members from the beginning of the year to 160 now, including what I'm very excited about. We have over 120 high school kids. Had 5 more join to serve the city. It's because we have opened it up. First of all, with this, there's no meetings. Nobody can do an organization have your meetings. So what we do is Navy SEAL Ops. We go in, we send a remind, here's the projects we're doing. We focus on 4 major projects that's in congruence with the city vision. So basically the mural project, the Christmas 1, 3, and 5-year vision, the Indian Hills Park, which is with Rotary and helping establish that. Or as Ed is concerned, if we shave the beard, if we shave it once, who's gonna shave it when it grows back? And then obviously those and the flowers and the landscaping stuff in the city. So basically, we've opened this and to gather people and students in their gifting, call it putting aces in their places leadership-wise. So we've got some kids, they don't want to go in hills and the poison ivy and burn stuff, but we've got a power team group of guys at high school. They got armored cars, tanks, jeeps, rigs of every size, all that. And they like to get muddy and burn stuff, which probably makes the mayor a little nervous, I get it, but we'll go to my property and avoid some lawsuits. And I might not live in the city anymore, but we can properly dispose of it there. Well, we've got a group of students with Mike. We've tried 3 years working on a city project, getting a mural in our city, not to accomplish anything, but I met with Mike Colden in the art department and said, here, you know what we can do? Let's get the egos out of the way. We've got technology. We can project stuff up on the wall. Here's a nostalgic vision. We can let our high school students do this. That's going down. We've got a team of guys that can, we've got the CenturyLink building now that they want us to do it there. Very visible, to look nice. The city will approve that division. And then, of course, we have Captain Christmas back here with 1, 3, and 5 year, I said, he sort of looks like a calorie challenge Tom Selleck, don't you think? And he's back there behind the police face and all that. But he and I and several people, we've got folks, we're working on putting lights on the trees that will enhance business downtown, and even our parks going into events. And we've had a holiday committee where we have actually combined Rotary, Public Works, Parks and Recs, and the Chamber of Commerce. The great thing about what this organization is able to do is not to invent the wheel, but just go in and help what is already existing. And it's able to activate people, not that we meet once a month, but in various projects, we can just help what's already going on in congruence with the city. And so we've had, 3 meetings, holiday committee, and Trudy and her facial reactions are all in charge of that and those kind of things. And so basically, that's kind of it in a nutshell. We have a 15-year membership, that's part of it. We did a t-shirt, because marketing is $1 billion industry. I'm about the size of a billboard. Got some boys at school about the same thing. So we got free marketing, right, Freddie?
That's right.
And so, and we make a little profit off the t-shirts, which goes into the flower projects. We've got a cookie baking committee forming out of this. We call it philanthropy on a small town level. That's kind of it, in a 2-minute drill. And it's nothing fancy. Lizard's easily caught by hand, but it's found in a king's palace because they don't want nothing from the king, and it just eats bugs. So if we can eat some bugs around the city, help some folks, celebrate some baseball victories, it's crossing over to a lot of different things. And I'm very excited about it. So with that, I guess, any questions? And just very honored and thankful for city leadership and all we can do to enhance that instead of invent something new. We're just very excited to be a part of the city.
You have a taco fundraiser coming up?
Yes, the 18th. Glad you said that. That's under our philanthropy department. Notice the mayor's very concerned about money. So 18th is our taco fundraiser. 100% goes to the city. We've got almost 100% of the ingredients donated, like 120 pounds of beef already. And so still a few more, and that'll go into the projects. And Tom, you did do a wonderful thing last year, and you bought your whole office tacos, so don't drop the ball this year. That was free.
We're already talking about it. We're open to any challengers who want to try to match.
Oh, there you
the tacos
go.
we're gonna
A
eat,
great
so.
challenge.
I love what I'm hearing there. Okay, we'll
Love
hug
the
after.
tacos.
We'll hug it COVID safe afterwards. Any questions? So with further ado, I've got to head to Wood
How
County.
do you order these tacos out there?
Well, you can go on the phone. You see on Facebook. You can even.
We'll get them there.
Yes, we have a number. You can call 2 different numbers, and we can take those ahead of time. You don't have to wait. So yes, that's the
Someone get
easiest one.
text all the time too. So
What's that?
You get text.
Yeah,
right?
you can get-
Yeah. You can get a text. We can get you on a text. We have a lot of people that love them. So I hope that expresses gratitude because I really am excited about it.
It's
Great
a
job.
great thing. And the best thing is seeing the kids get active, and
Yeah.
they're taking pride in the projects, and that is really a cool thing to see.
Yeah, it is.
I really enjoy watching that.
The mayor made a good choice, Dick. The mayor made a good choice. Thanking you.
Thank you for
I'm
all
used to
you-
women telling me what to do. I get smarter as I get older, right? Did you,
I said, thank you for all you do.
oh, thank you guys. It's a joy. It truly is.
No speeding, no
Yeah.
bowling green, please.
Now that's ironic. I'm just gonna go on that one.
Thank you, Beck.
All right, thank you guys.
That'd be
Okay. And gonna move on in our agenda here for committee reports. We have a buildings and ground.
That's me, and I have two issues this
Okay.
evening to bring to the council and to you, Mayor. The one was Haas Door came, and everyone's got one of these little maps in front of them, thanks to tribute to this evening. So they want to put, they're building a new parking lot, which is shown, and they're putting a new building up for the semi-docks. So they're gonna have people crossing Dickman, and so they would like to put 2 crosswalks across there. They also would like to pour sidewalks on city property, and that's Buildings and Grounds is gonna make the presentation to ask council to approve all these items. And it will be, Haas Door is gonna do this at their expense. They are going to meet all the code that Keith is gonna give to their contractors to make sure that the city sidewalks meet city regulations, code, and so on and so forth. But they would like to have 2 crosswalks across, as well as lighting. They talked about lighting for stop signs or something. They was going to put, change their shift around a little bit to match so they're not in the same shift change as IEC, because Dickman does turn into a racetrack
Yeah.
somewhat. The other thing is light poles, and Keith Torbett said he talked with Tim, or is gonna talk with Tim, Toledo Edison. Light poles are about $1,500 each roughly. It's gonna take 14 of them to light up Dickman as well as Krieger Street. But I think it's a benefit to the city of Wauseon if we do this in that area of town. So that's the one issue. Do you want to vote on these separately, Mayor, or what do you want to do?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so let's bring this one up for a vote. We voted 3-0 to Haas Door's offer to do this. So it's down to the city council to make a motion and go forward. And I would make the motion to do this.
I'll second it.
Drink. Yes, sir.
Okay, so, go ahead.
Counselor Stickley made a motion with Counselor Griggs seconding to
Move forward.
move forward with the
Haas
Haas Door
Door.
project, sidewalk project. Is there any discussion? Counselor Scott Stewart?
Yes.
Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Jeff Stewart?
Yes.
And Counselor Griggs?
Yes.
6 yeas, no nays, motion carried.
Okay. The second issue is Keith Torbett would like to hire a independent contractor. His name's Daniel Dunlap, at a rate of $25 per hour, 6 to 8 hours a week. And as an independent, he would be responsible for paying all his own taxes and Social Security and everything else. So the city would hire him as an independent contractor. Per Jamie, I believe this is how it's gonna be. So the city would only be responsible for paying $25 per hour. He will have all the other responsibilities. He will do a zoning inspection for residential areas, not commercial nor industrial, but any zoning problems within the residential area. Be it mowing grass, not getting done, buildings ill repaired, dumpsters in the wrong location, anything that has to do with zoning and our codes and ordinances, this gentleman would do. So we on the Board of Buildings and Grounds voted 3-0 to go forward with that, and now it's at City Council.
I'll make that motion.
Motion, second.
Counselor Griggs made the motion with Counselor Jeff Stewart seconding to hire Daniel Dunlap as the zoning maintenance code inspector. Any discussion?
When does he start? Just want to know when I can have my home.
That's back.
Soon as the contract's signed.
When would he start?
Once we get the contract signed and we talk with him, then we'll start as soon as he's ready.
You're right, Jeff, get your yards moving.
I still think I got a week or two.
I'll be around to take a look before that.
Okay.
I was gonna say, what will you do now?
Yeah,
Yeah, 6 to 8,
No reason to call Trudy.
6 to 8 hours enough per week? I just.
Well, in the beginning, probably not, Scott. Normally, yes, I would say that would be enough for just handling your basic complaints and then doing some proactive searching as well, so we're not just going off of strictly complaints.
I think Trudy's gonna have a maid now, she's gonna get yelled at.
That would be nice.
Trudy's gonna make a motion.
Is there any other discussion?
She'll triple.
Counselor Scott Stewart?
Yes.
Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Chamberlain?
Yes.
Council Jeff Stewart?
Yes.
And Counselor Griggs?
Yes.
6 yeas, no nays, motion carries.
Thank you, Buildings and Ground, that was
And that wraps up the
stuff,
buildings.
yeah. Good things happening, thank you. Okay, let's see, first reading of legislation. Really don't have anything on first or second. So we're gonna move on to third reading, which is a resolution 2021-6, a resolution joining the Toledo Regional Chamber of Commerce and strongly urging the U.S. Postal Service to consider returning mail processing operations to its sorting facility in Toledo, Ohio. And I strongly urge everybody to get my case.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Still waiting.
Counselor Schneider made the motion with Counselor Stickley seconding to place resolution 2021-6 on third reading. Is there any discussion?
I just have a question for Steve. Now, what, Dan, where he works in Toledo, what do they do there? I don't.
He's working overtime. I don't know what, he thought he was gonna get moved out to another place, but he hasn't been.
But that's where the mail comes there too, so I don't.
It all goes to Detroit.
It all goes back up to Detroit.
Detroit,
like
yeah,
that.
and then they send it back down. That's what it takes.
Could go to Grand Rapids though also, when Detroit's full, it goes to Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids is where a lot of the
Then it
packages
goes
go.
back in semis and then comes back to Toledo.
Waste of money.
Any more
That's it.
discussion?
That's it. Counselor Scott Stewart?
Yes.
Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Jeff Stewart?
Yes.
And Counselor Griggs?
Yes.
6 yeas, no nays, motion carries.
Thank you. New business. I have nothing to report on the new business. Does anyone else have any new business?
I do, Mayor. Since Keith is here, Keith, I don't, my kids are grown. I don't go to Biddle Park for the little kids' baseball, softball as much anymore, but somebody brought to my attention the backstops for the T-ball fields. If you could just take a peek at those. I drove by, took a look at them. They're looking pretty rough. Replace them, take them down. I don't know. Take a look and,
What are they, just tearing apart?
yeah, the netting's ripping away from the metal posts and
Okay.
it could, just wanted to bring it to your attention. Thanks, Keith.
Okay,
And the little guys aren't in yet, so do it before.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Anything under old business? All right, let's move on and pay the bills, please.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Counselor Schneider made the motion with Counselor Jeff Stewart seconding to pay the bills. Any discussion? Counselor Scott Stewart?
Yes.
Counselor Stickley?
Yes.
Counselor Schneider?
Yes.
Council President Chamberlain?
Yes.
Counselor Jeff Stewart?
Yes.
Counselor Griggs?
Yes.
6 yeas, no nays, motion carries.
We have a motion for adjournment, please?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Counselor Stickley made the motion with Scott Stewart, Counselor Scott Stewart seconding to adjourn. All in favor?
That's so nice.
6 yeas, no nays, motion carries.
All right, you know, you never said.
Yes, it-